Alright, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called The Bitch, 1979 sequel to The Stud, based on a book by Jackie Collins, Joan Collins' sister. Joan Collins happens to be the star of the movie. Ian Hendry is also in this from Theater. He was in Theater of Blood and The Avengers. He's in this one. Guess he was had a hard time looking for work, so came up with this piece of poop. Well, it was enjoyable. I liked it. It was alright. But also Cliff from the TV show. Uh, what's that 80s TV show where he plays a mailman who likes to drink beer, sit at the bar? Uh, Can't remember that show. It was too long ago. Anyway, he's in that, and it's basically a lot of TNA in this. Made me feel dirty watching it. Sort of like watching Radley Mesker, Barry Mahon, Michael Finley, those kind of movies. It didn't make me horny. It just made me feel dirty, like I had to take a shower, man. And I was, to make matters worse, I was watching it on my portable DVD in the laundromat, and there were kids all over the place. I had to like hold it kind of tilted so close up to my face, like Google Glass. Anyway, that was kind of strange, waiting for my laundry to dry tonight and seeing all those messed up nude scenes, you know what I mean? It's just a bunch of white people having orgies and stuff, dry humping, that kind of stuff. There's even some lesbian foo in this. So there's that. It's just basically about the jet set crowd in 1979. Joan Collins owns a discotheque called The Hobo that is not doing so hot. So she meets this Italian dude on the plane to London, and they get to know each other on the plane, and they start then he gets harassed at the airport like he's some kind of drug dealer or something. Actually, the mob is after him for some past due debts. Supposedly he's got a priceless diamond. He smuggled it through the airport somehow. Don't ask me how he got it through the airport security. But I think he just slipped it in Joan Collins' fur coat when she was sleeping on the plane. I think that's how it happened. She got to go scot-free because I guess she has more prestige than he does. He's kind of a scumbag, low-life dude. So he gets his luggage checked by customs for drugs and stuff, and he loses track of her. Meanwhile, she goes off with a diamond. It's unclear if she switched the diamond with some glass junk diamond worth $2,000 supposedly. That part was unclear, and there really is no plot to this. There's no antagonist or protagonist really. She's not really bitchy like the movie says. She's just kind of philanderous and scheming to make money, but she doesn't really do anything devious to anybody unless she switched out that diamond. And she kind of made a pact with the devil, Ian Hendry, but I don't see how that would classify her as a bitch. And by the way, there's a lot of disco in this one. Um, I never heard so much disco in a movie in my entire life. Of course, I've never seen Roller Boogie, but even Saturday Night Live or Saturday Night Fever doesn't have that much disco in it. This movie is just nonstop disco for like an hour. I mean, it's like a double soundtrack of disco. So there's that, and so the mob in London is chasing after this dude, trying to get him to pay up his debt in arrears, I guess, and and he's kind of scheming, trying to get trying to make amends with them. So somehow he manages to reconcile with Joan Collins, the bitch. I don't know how. If she stole his ring, why would she want to get back with him? That part didn't make sense. I didn't know if she actually stole the ring, or maybe he was so dumb that he stole a glass ring thinking it was worth tens of millions of dollars or whatever. But this dude's kind of moping around discotheques with Cliff. And I think they go from the hobo discotheque to a gambling house, like a casino. Then they go to some gay disco bar, and they're just going back and forth, kind of like a Fellini movie, you know. End up in somebody's house, all hours of the morning, that kind of thing. It's like watching Fellini during the mid '60s or early '60s. That kind of crowd. Not too interesting, but it still had that campy feel to it, and it bothered me. There's something about it that just, you know, this kind of stuff actually bothers me. Gives me the creeps, man. I mean, it's not sexy. It's kind of disturbing. Like you don't want to look at it. You want to cover your eyes, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, cool stuff. If you like that kind of movie, Barry Mahan, Radley Metzger, who's the other one? Oh yeah, Michael Finley. You know, those kind of dirty movies from the mid '60s that are on Something Weird video. You probably like this one. They're pretty boring, but they manage to hold your attention somehow, because you want to look away, but you keep wondering what comes next. You know, how are they going to shock you and stuff like that. So, yeah, I liked it. It was all right. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. But getting back to the story, so towards the end, the guy has to pay back his debt in arrears to the mob, and they followed him all the way to London to get him to pay. So they wanted him to be on their payroll, somehow get into Joan Collins' horse race friend, get into that kind of scene. so they can you know, so they can blackmail the jockey and make bets on the horse race that the blackmail jockey won't win, that kind of stuff. Um, so that's about the sum of the so-called plot. It's not really a plot. It's just kind of lots of disco music and naked women. Um, I don't know. I couldn't. I couldn't say it was a masterpiece, but it definitely had some campy value to it later.